Hi, it's Neve, and welcome to day one of the Shine Video Challenge. I am super excited to be about to embark on this very special journey where I want to help you learn to love making videos in 10 days. I am so excited about this, and I know that you might be feeling excited, or you might be feeling nervous, or you might be feeling terrified, and however you're feeling right now, I just want you to know that it's perfectly normal and it's perfectly okay. Be very kind to yourself and just come to this with an open heart and an open mind and trust the process, and let's see what happens for you. So I have my special 1, 2, 3 technique, which is the foundation of everything that I teach and everything that I do with video that we're going to dig into in just a moment. But before I get to that, I just wanted to point out to you that in the description box of this video, you'll find some useful resources. It's either above, below, or to the side, depending on what kind of device you're watching on. But in the description box, you will find a link to the How It Works video that will show you exactly how the challenge works if you haven't had a chance to watch that yet. A link to the How to Catch Up video if you're joining us late. It's never too late to join, and we'd love to have you here. And as well, a link to the questions thread. The questions thread will give you some demos on how to do different kinds of things with your videos, uploading and sharing from different devices. So do check those out if you feel that you need to. So that brings me to the 1, 2, 3 technique. I love teaching this because I find that when you can just be on camera and be yourself, you will make videos that cut through the noise and that reach your audience and that have an impact where people feel like you're a real human being that they want to buy from, that they want to do business with, and it really makes a massive difference. And so my 1, 2, 3 technique is what will allow that to happen. So if you only take one thing away from this challenge, I want it to be this. Now, the number one is the foundation. The foundation of everything that we do here is your mantra. It's connection, not perfection. Underneath every decision that you make around video and everything that you are doing, I always want you to remember connection, not perfection. Now, we tend to all have a little bit of a dose of perfectionism, of wanting to make everything perfect and everything right. But the truth is that with video, what really matters is the sense of connection, is the sense that your audience has that they're speaking to a real person, that they're in the room with you having a real human conversation. That's what makes videos that are impactful. It's that sense of connection. And when we try to be perfect and when we try to be flashy in something that we're maybe not, we find that it actually kills perfection or kills connection. So you want to be okay with not being perfect. And that's the first thing that you can let go of, is letting go of this idea that your videos have to be perfect. Letting them be real and letting people connect to you. So keep that underlying mantra as you go forward over the next 10 days. Connection, not perfection. Number 2 is your guidelines. Sitting on top of that is the 2 guidelines. Number 1 is script free. You want to just speak from the heart. So I always encourage, like even when I'm doing sales videos, I never script any videos, because when you script, people can tell. It feels like they're talking to a script and not a human being, so it breaks connection. So what you want to do is just have a topic in mind and practice just speaking from the heart and recording whatever comes out. So try it with me here over the next few days. Script free and first take. First take means it's best to go with the first time you hit record. Now, if you've tried videos before, you've probably had this experience where you hit record and then you realize that there's something making noise on the roof, which is happening for me right now. Or your kids are screaming in the background, or something interrupts you, or you stumble over your words and now I have to start again, now I have to start again and again and again. Before you know it, you're at 20 takes and you're frustrated and you're tired and you're like, this just doesn't work. But the truth is that you can do one and be done and off with your day, and you'll find that video is light and fun and easy when you do it that way. So I'd like you to practice that over the next 10 days. Just running with your first take no matter what happens. If you stumble over your words, include it, because guess what? Your imperfections will create connection with your audience. And you'll find it as you watch other people's videos in your circle, that it's those little imperfections and the little stumbles and the little bits and moments of humanness that make you feel the strongest connection to them. So, number 1 is connection, not perfection, your mantra. Number 2 is your 2 guidelines, script-free and first take. And number 3 are the tips. These 3 tips are the most important part of making your videos. I'm going to be showing you tips on lighting and sound and framing and making your videos look good and represent you well, but none of it really matters if you have these 3 things right. Before I tell you the 3 things, I want to very quickly tell you what you don't need right. A lot of people get really caught up in the perfect background, making the background look great. And the truth is, that doesn't matter. It doesn't really build connection. As long as there's nothing distracting in your background where your audience is going, what is that? You'll find that they don't care. They just want to see you and hear you. So I did my first couple hundred videos in front of a blank wall. It also doesn't matter what you look like. You don't need to dress up or do yourself up any particular way to show up on camera. You want to show up on camera as you show up in life. So get yourself ready to the level of how you'd be happy to walk out your front door. You know, maybe don't show up in your PJs, but get yourself dressed in whatever feels like you, and that's how you want to show up in camera. And if you practice this, you'll find that it means that you can record videos on the fly without having to do yourself up or anything like that. Like for me right now, my face is totally breaking out. I'm like covered in spots, but you probably didn't even notice it till I said it, because does it get in the way of connection? No. You want to be able to be on camera feeling the most like you, and sometimes when we dress up, we no longer feel like ourselves. So I want you to show up as you show up in life on your videos. So those are the things to not worry about, and that brings me back to these 3 important tips that you want to do in every single video. The first one is eye contact with the lens. When you look directly at the lens of your camera, and I'm going to show you how to find your lens in a future tip, you'll find that it feels like having a real conversation. It doesn't mean you have to stare down it, but you do want to, you can look away and things like that, but you do want to keep coming back to making eye contact with your lens so that your audience feels like you're talking right to them and you feel this strong sense of connection. The second thing is face lit. People want to be able to see you. And again, we'll have a lighting tip coming forward. And the final one is heart open. Do something before each video that opens your heart. It could be listening to some music that you love. It could be dancing around a bit. It could be just taking a moment to sit and close your eyes and take a breath and settle in and imagine your heart opening. And you'll find that when you do this before you record your videos and you use your first take and you have no script and you just speak from the heart, that you create amazing videos that really reach through the internet and connect to other people. So that is what I want for you to use going forward. Your mantra, connection, not perfection. Your 2 guidelines, script-free and first take, and your tips to use in every video. Eye contact with the lens, face lit, heart open. And that brings me to today's prompt. For today's prompt, I would love for you to tell us what you want to get out of this challenge. It can be how you feel about video now and how you'd like to feel, or anything that you hope to achieve or get out of this 10-day challenge. And for me, I hope to make some amazing connections. I want to get to know you. I want to be part of your journey, and I want to watch the transformation happen and the journey unfold. I absolutely love watching people go from day 1 to the end, where they have really opened up and found that they were able to just show up on camera and enjoy the process and be light about it. That's what I want. So don't forget, eye contact with the lens, face lit, heart open, turn on your camera and let us know, what do you want to get out of this challenge? I can't wait to watch your videos today.